Well, you know what? I'm giving myself a pat on the back today on my first weekday. It's Monday. I got a lot of accomplished. In the morning, I called Social Security, expecting to get an appointment from like a month from now, but they resolved my problem on the phone. And they were very pleasant. So all that worry about doing battle at Social Security came to nothing. It was very easy, fast, and efficient, I've got to say. And then this afternoon, I went to San Francisco General Hospital, the what's called the People's Clinic, where I get my medical attention, and got lots of tests, blood tests, urine tests, blood pressure, testing for my glucose levels, etc. Everything looked fine. That I've gotten the results for so far, and then I have an appointment on the 24th for more test results. But I was pleased that I got so much done today at San Francisco General, and that so far everything's looking good. So when I get home, I'm walking home now. When I get home, I need to look at airfares, because I only came here on a one-way ticket thinking this is going to take me 5 to 6 weeks to resolve all of this, and it's taken me one day to resolve some of the most important pieces. So I need to start looking at airfares back to Brazil in about 3 weeks from now instead of 6 weeks from now, and let's see if I can find a nice cheap fare back. You know what really stands out? Another thing that really stands out about being here in the United States is the efficiency. Oh my God, the efficiency at San Francisco General Hospital was incredible. They just anticipate all of your needs, go above and beyond. I really appreciate and respect Brazil's public healthcare system, but wow, the San Francisco General and San Francisco healthcare system is incredible. Totally at odds with Republicans who just want to take everything away. San Francisco is truly a humanistic way of dealing and treating its citizens, and it's another reason why I love this city so much. Oh, here's Luz da Luna, one of my favorite shops here. You know, my first love was and always will be Mexico. Hi, Frida. Look at this row of gorgeous Victorians here in my neighborhood. I just love San Francisco. It's so aesthetically pleasing here. I should say my old neighborhood. I don't live here anymore, but it sure is nice to come back for a visit. I'm going to stop here at my favorite thrift store, Community Thrift on Valencia Street, to see if I can pick up a couple pieces of warm clothing. I'm freezing. I only have clothes for the tropics. And by the way, I think I'm going to stay the entire 6 weeks that I had originally planned on. Why not? I'm here. I'm enjoying myself, and I'll be back in Brazil soon enough. Cool. I found a Cal Poly San Luis Obispo sweatshirt. That's one thing you don't have in Brazil, is vintage or used clothing stores. They're not into that at all. Another thing I miss are used bookstores. They're not a thing in Brazil, but here in San Francisco you can get lots of wonderful, used, excellent books. And yes, I found a book that looks interesting and I'm going to get it. $1.95. I'm still getting used to seeing these driverless Ubers. Ubers without any human in the driver's seat. Very San Francisco. And of course I love walking by the women's building, Edificio de Mujeres. A beautiful building here in the Mission District. The day has turned out to be very nice. It's warm, perfect weather, classic San Francisco weather. And speaking of Edificio de las Mujeres, you know, suddenly I'm back in a Spanish-speaking world My old neighborhood and where I'm staying is the Latino barrio, the Mission, and I hear a lot of Spanish being spoken, and I'm speaking Spanish, and it's very, very nice. I feel the warm glow of Spanish and Spanish-speaking Latin America around me. Don't hear any Portuguese here. Now, I know there are Brazilians here. I know some, although Brazilians tend to live in San Francisco in the East Bay, over in Oakland and in East Bay communities, more so than here in San Francisco. But you don't generally see or hear them in the streets like you do Spanish. Buy Right Market, very, very upscale. You're definitely going to get sticker shock going into this grocery store. It's got a lot of good stuff. And there is Mission High School there at the corner. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that Mission style architecture built back in the days when public architecture still had a lot of style and class and thought and design and beauty were still considered essential. And this is Mission Dolores Park. Dolores Park was my neighborhood park. Very, very gorgeous, very lively on the weekends. Live music, people dancing, demonstrations, all of the good things in San Francisco. Love this park. Lovely. And that tower way in the background is Twin Peaks. And here, of course, is the California state flower, the golden poppy. Beautiful orange flowers representing the state of California. Aha, and now we are in the gay neighborhood. San Francisco's gay neighborhood, the Castro. And of course, the rainbow flags everywhere. Another beautiful, historic neighborhood in San Francisco, one of my favorites, where even the street crossings are rainbow colored here in the Castro. Another one of my favorite bookstores, the Fabulosa Books here in the Castro. Cliff's Variety Store, another favorite. And of course, the world famous Castro movie theater. So many excellent movies have played here, and it's a very famous landmark here in the Castro neighborhood. Gotta get me a copy of the BAR, the Bay Area Reporter, San Francisco finest LGBTQ newspaper. I'd love to stop for a drink at a Castro Street bar, but my drinking days are well behind me. Can't have a drink anymore, but I can look in the window, can't I? I used to work for 6 months at a restaurant here on Castro Street called Without Reservation. It's now called Cafe Mystique. Of course, it's the corner of Castro Street and 18th Street. In my youth, I would have considered this one of the crossroads of the universe. I'm going to have to check out this, the People's March, Saturday, April 12th. Another demonstration. Going to be there. There's always a demo in San Francisco. The rainbow flag flying over San Francisco's Castro district. Long may she wave. And a big go to hell to the Trump regime. Beautiful Castro. I love you. And in another episode, we'll go out to the Haight-Ashbury district where I also used to live. I love that neighborhood too. Got to get out there and pay a visit. So guess where I am now? Yep, in the bathtub, taking a hot bath because I am cold. It goes from warm to cold out there in the streets of San Francisco real quickly. So I'm going to sign off for today. Thanks again for joining me on this walk around San Francisco. Beijos. Ciao.